Welcome, guys, back to, well, I guess my stream of Dragon Quest 3. You know what, guys? I was doing a good job last time. I was feeling really worn out for some reason. I think I might have caught a cold or something. And, well, that's why I ended the stream pretty early. But no, we're back at it again. I know where we have to go. We need to get the magic key so we could get to that tower and find um the king's missing heirloom or something of that kind. But before that happens, I the monsters have got kind of tough, and I need to level up my guys and get better weaponry, some better armor and stuff. Especially Gretchen. Gretchen, she okay, hold on. This item. Huh. Alright, yeah. So I think the monsters around here are a little great. Is this the one that are all asleep? Yep. Damn. Oh, damn. Okay, well, I have a general idea where I'm supposed to go now. I see the purple dot there. Uh, there it is. man. Oh, really? Oh, they make it all into an event. Batman appears. Oh, let's see. What character would use iron claws? Oh, look at the armor. Oh, wow. Before I buy any more, I'm gonna have to get more get more gold. Yes. You know, the first RPG I ever played was Miracle Warriors on the Sega Master System. And I never beat it. For real. I never. It was very convoluted. I still have the cartridge, by the way, but like I couldn't I couldn't for the life of me figure out how to get to the Dark Lord. I kept on playing, trying to figure something out, and through all the battles, um, I maxed out all my characters, right? So after that, I just thought, all right, well, eventually I figured it out. This was probably around 90, around 95, 96. And then and then I played Fantasy Star, was able to beat that. Um, huh. But I remember I will continually go back to Miracle Warriors and never able to figure it out. And I went all over the map trying to see if I missed anything, because the overworld of Miracle Warriors isn't very big. It's fairly small. So I looked everywhere and I'm like, well, I guess I can't beat the game, right? And I don't know, it was sometime in the 2000s when we finally got the internet, and you know, I read on one of the Sega fan forums, Master System forums. I forgot which one. I think it might have been SMS Power. I'm not sure. Oh God. Hold spell heal Gretchen. So I finally got online. I finally was able to get the internet. I remember typing Miracle Warriors down, and sure enough, like I was extremely close to beating the game. Um, so I I dug through my closet, got my cartridge back out, and started to I started to replay the game. Oh, great! Let's try and go back into town. And I popped the cartridge in, and my save file is gone. I'm like, oh no! And I instantly think the battery's dead, isn't it? I try to make a save game, and it's saved, right? But then the next time I tried to turn it on, the save was gone. I was like, I, you know, my battery's dead. I have to. I didn't have any soldering tools or anything, so I like I break off the battery with the still two metal tabs in there, and I just like I just and I just like used electric got a like I went to Target, got a 2025 battery, and I used electric tape to kind of keep it in there, and it worked for a while, but it came loose, and my save lost. I was like, oh, that sucks so bad. Later down the line, I would actually get a soldering tool and solder in a new tab and a new battery. Solder in a battery holder and get a new battery, and you know it works now. But with all that effort, I just couldn't do it. Like I was like, oh my god, I don't have time for this anymore. What am I doing? What am I doing, guys? Why am I all that effort just so I could save again in a game in a game that I almost beat? And honestly, I was really bummed out. I'm probably gonna try to I would like to try that game again, but it's quite boring. Like I didn't have a lot of options back in the day when I was a kid. Huh. I don't know, I was just messing with it. Oh, So when I since then I played a lot of different RPGs. I owe it to myself to actually go back and beat Miracle Warriors. Um, oh God. It's I later discover it's the Miracle Warriors is a game. Miracle Warriors is a game is basically a PC game, a Japanese PC RPG that was ported over to the Master System. And it was it was pretty good. I had fun leveling up my characters and seeing them slowly. Oh, what I remember. I gotta look for it. I think I would write down notes. Like I gotta tell you, RPGs to me at the time seemed very intimidating because first of all, to me a video game is something you have a single session in, and then eh, you know it's a single session kind of thing. You beat the game and then it's over, right? You sit down, you play it one, and in that one time you'll play it. Oh, oh, you play it and then that was it. Like you beat it. But RPG, you have to sit down, look what's going on, read what people are telling you, and eventually, and save your game and come back to it later down the line. It's that's how that's how it is. Like hmm. And I've I've always appreciated the slower pace of RPGs. You know, the games like these, they needed to. It was like a crowd pleaser. Like it only appeased to a certain group. And and that group was very small. It took Final Fantasy VII to actually, you know, be popular. But trust me, you know, when trust me, I was, I was very picky when it came to RPGs. I've always wanted to, I've always liked sci-fi in RPGs, and it took a little while for me to actually start playing something like this. Level 10. Let's see. The my brother asked me if I was gonna get the remake of this game, and I was like, you know what? I already have it on two different consoles. Why do I want it on the third? I'm like, yeah, yeah, no, I'm good. I'm enjoying part three as I'm playing it right now. Oh, good. I wanted to get rid of that thing before it causes any more momentum. Hmm. Oh, what luck. Oh, wasn't enough to kill him. Oh, Ash. No, I'm gonna try to I want to try to play more RPGs, but the thing is that I'm getting some of my consoles fixed. I have a oh hold on wait, I gotta kill this thing first. Oh. And oh wow. Quick. Okay. Well, you see, there's two things that I gotta do. First off, I have a Genesis Model 2 uh, back at home. And the the AV port on it turns on and it can run a game, but the AV port on that thing is very damaged. I also gonna have the triple bypass board. Oh, I'm also gonna have a triple bypass board installed in that thing, so it could give better audio video. And that is originally the one I wanted to use for streaming. However, the video quality was so bad that I was like, you know what? If anyone sees this, it's gonna look like garbage. It's gonna look like garbage. So hold on, let's see. Spell Nicholas heal Gretchen heal. Nah, there you go. Heal. Everyone else seems to be fine. However, I couldn't do it. Like, so that's why like I didn't bring it over. I the console I always used more experimentation on was my Genesis Model 3, because those Model 3s, that I at the time I was able to find them all over the place. No joke. I would see like a Model 3 here and there, and I thought, well, I'll learn how to install a triple bypass on this one, and then down the line I'll install it on the Genesis Model 2. But I didn't realize that the Model 3s couldn't play any Sega Master System games, right? Oh. So, so I don't know. The thing is, installing a triple bypass on a Genesis Model 3 is much easier. Um, there's not any caps you have to remove or lines you have to cut. It's much simpler. than doing it on the number two. Genesis Model 3 installation is easier than Genesis Model 2. However, I'm at the point where I'm at the point where like I want to play Master System games. Uh, I kind of want to stream the original Fantasy Star, not the Fantasy Star that's on the Switch, no, but the original Fantasy Star. And I gotta learn how to I gotta do it. Also want to, you know, oh, heal. Alright, everyone's still good. But what was I saying? But yeah, I gotta do it first. The Master System was very had a lot. Oh god. Like the Master System just didn't get any marketing. Um, oh, this ain't good. This ain't good. Okay, phew. I thought she was gonna get attacked. I dis- have this distinct memory, and it it was actually when I don't know how old I was. It's a vague memory, but it was my brother getting the Master System. I think at Sears, right? It was back in my mom's. We were in the back of my mom's old Toyota, and my brother just was holding this giant white box, and it said Sega on there. I remember it had like this distinct Sega logo, and that just kind of was ingrained in my memory. It was like that was an awesome time. Oh, this I should try the other spells. Uh, puts one enemy to sleep. Oh man, those are good. And then there are all these different games. Now, growing up with the Master System, I didn't experience almost little to no Nintendo. There was this one time, um, like all the kids at school, oh god, like from kindergarten up to the second grade, uh, like anytime kids would talk video games, it was just a Nintendo. Like every, oh, what's your, you know, what games are you playing right now? Oh, I'm playing Alex Kid. What game is that? I never heard of it. So so I was always like in a bit of a situation where I couldn't really relate to any of my classmates in that manner because I didn't have a Nintendo. And as a kid, you always root for the console that you own. I should probably see. Oh, let's see. Any weapons I could like? Let's see. Iron Spear. I should probably buy a scale shield. All right. That's 10. That's 12. Should probably sell. I have to tell you, as a kid, being on the Sega side, it was tough those first couple of years because I had, I played the Master System. I was familiar with its games, but there was no kid I could relate to. Yes, I was that one kid that had the Master System, and I would invite my friends over to play some Master System, and to them it was like this whole new thing that they never heard about. Like, oh, they got excited for I think Alex Kidd and something else. At least the ones we were allowed to play, right? and and when it came to the Genesis, that was like a new thing. Now there was this. I'm not sure if talked about him in a uh previous stream. Whoops. But I had a friend who was a big time Nintendo fanatic, and when I went to his house one time, I was thinking we could play some Nintendo. Because honestly, I wanted to play Super Mario Brothers. I wanted to play Zelda. Like every game that all the kids were talking about, they that it's Captain Skyhawk and I don't know, Contra and all these games that kids would talk about. I wanted to give it a shot. I really wanted to. Let's see, fight. Oh, great. I didn't know it was going to be that bad. Honestly, I didn't know that. You know, I asked him like, dude, let's play some. You're supposed to be badass at Super Mario Bros. Let me see how you play. Let me. I wanted to play some Super Mario Brothers, and it never happened. Like, oh, my Nintendo's broken. That's the excuse he gave me. Oh, my Nintendo's broken. It's not working. Uh, it's like, what? Are you kidding me? How can a Nintendo not be working? You were talking about like I remember like a couple of days ago he mentioned that he played a game and beat it, and he was bragging about it, right? He was, and this was like 3 4 days ago, 4 days before I went to his house, and when I get there, his Nintendo's broken. Like, oh my god, are you kidding me? You're not gonna let me play your Nintendo? Now get this. Later that same year, um, his little brother uh, is having a birthday party, and I got invited, and my sister, she was in a band, uh, and she gets invited, and her band gets invited to play, and then all of his little cousins come by, and sure enough, when there's a little bit on the down, on when there's a little bit on the when there's a little brief time to like before the party starts, I follow him to his room, and his Nintendo's on, and he's playing Super Mario Brothers, and I was like, oh my god, this liar, this dude didn't want me to play Nintendo. That's all it was. Yeah, but he was honestly he was a big Nintendo fan, and at some point, I changed schools, but we still kept in touch over the phone. And he didn't live too far away from me, so we would visit sometimes. But sadly, like, he moved away, and I remember the last thing he wanted. I remember him talking about like he couldn't wait to he couldn't wait to get a huh. I guess I don't need healing. He couldn't wait to play Super Nintendo. He would talk about it all the time, saying, "Oh, he saw the magazines, he saw Super Mario World." I think he might have had a subscription to Nintendo Power. I'm not 100% sure on that. Oh man, I heard him kill that thing. And he would talk about it all the time. Like, oh, the Super Nintendo's gonna do this, the Super Nintendo's gonna do that. All, all this, all this. I can't wait to play Super Mario World. It has like it's gonna be so awesome. And he went on and on and on. I was like, damn. well, like, but after that, he and then he moved away, right? We would write letters to each other and try to keep in touch, but then the letters stopped. I don't know if you ever got any of them, right? My mom got the address from his parents, and I would give the letter to my mom, and she'll mail it out. But uh, I never. I don't think I don't even think I ever got a letter back. I remember he called one time, but in the '90s, long distance calling was a was very expensive. So, we just made it. So we try to keep in touch, but they went away, right? He went away, and then we just lost touch. We just lost touch, and I don't think it was until I think it was like in high school he moved back into the state, but he lived like I think 2 hours an hour away or something. And when he came back, he wasn't the same person. Like I would try to you know his mom. I think that this meeting happened like this. Like his mom called my house, right? And his mom called my house, and my mom answered the phone. And and she his mom called my house. My mom answered the phone, and then I guess my mom and her were catching up. I don't know the details, but that's but but she leaves a message that my friend wanted to talk to me. You know, and if I was there, no, I think I was out somewhere with I was either out with my brother or my sister, shopping or whatever. I don't know what. I come back home. She tells me that this Saturday, my old friend from elementary is gonna be visiting some cousins, and want us. Oh my God! Why did I hate this kind of enemy variety? By the way, expel. All right, just in case. Great. Oh, let's see. Fight the caterpillar. Spell. Blaze the moth. Fight the caterpillar. Fight the caterpillar. Okay. Anyway, he tells me on the Saturday that that he's gonna visit his relatives. He wants to come by. He wants to invite me to like a barbecue, and at a local park. It looks like she's paralyzed. Huh. What does she have? Oh, she was just stiff. Okay. So we go. So on the Saturday I go to the barbecue and I meet for the first time in a long time. I see him. And I say, "Oh, how you doing? What's up?" I couldn't get a word out of this guy, right? Um, he like I really couldn't get a word out of him. Taught he would like like he seemed very different. Like I was assuming that it's because we all grew up. You know, the last time I saw him, I was 10. Now I'm like a senior in high school. So things change, right? But I couldn't get anything out of this guy. So I'm trying to talk to him and try to talk to him about video games, and he had like this very disinterest in him. Like, oh my god, this, what happened? This guy used to love video games. Like, he was a big Mario fan. He loved Nintendo. He was the very definition of a Nintendo fanboy. But I couldn't get anything out of him. It's like, oh, did you get your finally get your Super Nintendo? How was it? Like, what did you get a 64 afterwards? That's. I was trying to talk to this guy, but he wasn't having any of it. And um, his little brother grew up. Like, I recognized his little brother, and and I think it was him that told me that he got that he had a kind after he moved he had a kind of rough, and that uh, he wasn't quite there, I guess. uh, let's see. Oh man. Oh, the fence. Ah man, but like, how do I even say this? He he's a good guy, but he couldn't like. I guess something happened to him that made him kind of like withdrawn a little bit. But over, we did start to talk a little bit, and we just were catching up and things like that. But I don't know, the I guess the move and the new school or something, you know, changed him in a way. I would see him a couple of more times after that. Uh, we he was a little more open the next time he came over, and we played CVS 2. Um, but yeah, that's about it. Like, that's about it. We lost contact. I found him on Facebook, but I can't seem to get a hold of him. So I don't know. Maybe I'll do it. But trust me, this guy, he was a big time Nintendo fanboy. Oh, oh, uh, huh. Maybe maybe I should buy a shield. Yeah, I'm gonna buy a shield. No. I'll sell that. Man, let's see. Uh, huh. Oh, there it is. I wanted to. Yes, it seems kind of boring. I'll readily admit that. Oh, I hate this. I hate when there's a variety of them like this. Okay. Kill them, yeah. Yes. You know, I oh god, this. Huh. I like Gretchen's new attack. It doesn't discriminate against enemy. It just kills them all. Yes. Oh, they hate her for that, huh? You know, back in '93, I do have to say, you know, when these games were coming out, I, it was very it was very different how it is now. When the Genesis and the Super Nintendo were really going at it, of course I was on Team Sega, right? Army Crab. Bang. Ugh. I think I'm doing a better job now that I have that bang power. When the Genesis was when Super Nintendo were that era, things were so different, and I don't remember the drama or animosity existing between the two camps. You know, it's just a bunch of kids talking about like, oh, the Genesis is better than Super Nintendo because of this. Oh, the Super Nintendo's better because of that. And I even partook in that kind of banter, but in the end of the day, it was all about the games, and when playing the Super Nintendo, I knew what kind of games to expect, and when playing the Genesis, I knew what kind of games to expect from that too. I was always on the Genesis camp, so that's why all my preferences stuff were always more, I guess, high speed, I guess, for lack of a better term. Okay. there you go. Haha. Nothing you have here. Nothing you have here is good enough anymore. You'll expect the Castle Town to have better stuff, no? Yes, I'd like to continue my journey because I'm not done yet. All right, well, you know what? Let me see what other equipment. The you know, and now that I think about it, the first medieval RPG that I've ever beaten was Shining in Darkness. It. Oh, damn. All right, well, let me get the iron armor and then I guess I'll. Yeah, the first medieval JRPG I've ever played was Shining in Darkness. And the reason why I uh, I bought it, I bought it relatively cheap. A video store was selling all their old video games, and I bought it for like $10. Right, this was early 2000s, you know, and I bought it, and I was thinking, you know what, I'm gonna beat this game, right? And the reason I bought was because I saw my brother play it and beat it over the summer of, I want to say it was the summer of '93. No, 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 no. It was a summer. When did it come out? No, it was the summer of '92. It was the summer of '92. I was on summer vacation, and I just saw my brother play it and beat it, and the whole dungeon kind of the dungeon aesthetic kind of thing, uh, where you know, the first person dungeon crawling, with the enemies coming out, and there was hardly any animation in that. By the way, it was very stiff, but I had a unique feel, right? And I thought, it was a game I always wanted to play. Now, by the time I got older and the Genesis was handed down to me, he already sold the game. I was like, damn, that was one game I really wanted to try. So when I found that the video store and they were selling, I was like, oh, I'm gonna buy this now. I bought it. I played it, and I got out my graph paper and started mapping everything. Cause I was like, I gotta know where everything's at. I started like titling everything, and I found out what the, where the material was at, and how to get the blacksmith had like a hidden stash. Like this guy's trying to save the princess, and the blacksmith was holding back the good stuff from from the characters. Like, oh my god, it's terrible. It's terrible. I can't believe, like, wouldn't you want to give the good stuff to your spell bang fight. Alright, yeah, go. Alright. Yeah. Man, but that was a very good game. I remember like really thinking and planning stuff ahead. And there was no map. You had to remember where you're at, and I could tell what Yuji Naka said. I think when they were designing Phantasy Star 2, that they couldn't, like, Yuji Naka couldn't get a first-person dungeon as smooth as he would have liked on the Genesis. Shining in Darkness did have that view, but the walls and the floor were a little bit more detailed, and but like the scrolling, the forward scrolling, and the side viewing wasn't as smooth as the first Phantasy Star. Like, if you look at I feel that they could have, with a little more work, they could have got it better. Maybe with a larger screen, but you don't really know. Like the screen, the little window where the actual walking goes through. It's all it really is I believe it's not even a background layer. It's a sprite that's consistently moving based off what the memory is like. Based off protocols or something. I forgot. There's a word for it, but it knows what to scroll and what images to put up there. I remember, yeah, and then like after, oh god, I was done with it. Like when I got up to the last section of that game, I didn't want. I was like, oh my god, I don't. I went through all the graph paper I had, and I was like, forget this. I'm gonna go online. And I went online, and I printed out the last dungeon map. I was like, that's it. This is what I'm gonna use. I don't care if I'm cheating. I died too many times in this game. Oh wow. Thinking back, I should probably play that game again. What I'm surprised is that they didn't include a like a Game Genie kind of thing in the. How do I say this? In the FX Pack Pro, if you want to cheat or use Game Genie's kind of tricks, you gotta adjust the YML. Oh hell no! Uh, yeah, I was gonna use that gold for I was gonna use that gold for something else. You have to use a YML file, and the YML file has to be written in C or in a Visual Studio Code, and then you got to turn on the Visual Studio Code. You got to turn on which sheet you want active, and save it, and put it in the same folder as the game ROM, and then and the YML has to be titled the same as the game ROM, and then you got to go to FX Pack Pro to enable it, and then you get your cheat. It's like so many steps to pull that off, and I'm like, oh god, this thing sucks. It's like, uh, what the? I think yeah, I think I was trying to do that with Street Fighter Alpha 2, so I could make the player 2 character invincible. Uh, yeah, that's what I wanted to do. So I could have like a practice mode on the Super Nintendo version of Street Fighter Alpha 2, and it didn't work because the character would get like there were a couple. There was ones where there was no hitboxes activated in the player 2 character, so you just like punch right through them. It won't hit them. Then there was I think only grabs worked, if I'm not mistaken. And then there was another invincible where it just makes it so the so so the character will get hit, but the attack animation or the hit animation wouldn't play. So I guess that's tied to like combos, and you know, if it doesn't play, you know, it doesn't count. Like, so I'm like, oh my god, like I'm just trying to make it so I'm trying to make it so the attack animation could play or the hit animation plays, but the player 2 character doesn't die. And I just want to see if I could string combos together like I could on the Saturn and arcade version. Like that, spell, bang, Nicholas. Let's speed up. Alright. Oh really? You guys attacked the same one? Oh man. Yay. Oh, neat. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna get an iron armor for my main character, and then there you go. I'll try to go to that one dungeon. That was that's surprising. Oh wow. Chaos Cloud. What the hell? Mm. One more battle. I could do one more battle. There. Okay. Oh, jeez. Uh, I'm gonna get there sooner or later. Oh, all right, all right, all right. Really? always wonder how much change would have to have happened in order for Nintendo to approve a game like this. Aww. Gretchen needs better armor. I don't. Asking God to revive your friend. That's a big ask. Really? They all attack the same one? Oh, so ridiculous. You know, in recent Shining games, I don't like the fact that they strayed away from how the aesthetics change. It Shining and Renaissance. It. How do you say this? It's very anime-ish. I like with the original Shining games that they were going for this Eurocentric, um, folk folk folkish kind of art style. You know, Shining Darkness, Shining Force One, Shining Force Two, and then I think they changed things in Shining Force Three. Just didn't really. Uh, all right, well, let's let Gretchen walk it off. There you go. She walked it off. Oh man, have to be careful. It's allowed to attack twice. Oh my gosh. Did you learn anything? Antidote and Gale. Awesome. Really? Oh, sucks. Oh man, that's it's kind of frustrating when those attacks don't hit. it's time to get that. Yes. Nope, can't afford anything else. Right, I leveled up two levels since I started, so I should be able to head to that tower. Plus, I have better armor. I'll rest up at the end. And let me take stock. Should buy some herbs. Great. Oh, just a few steps. All right, now this is where it gets annoying. Oh my god. Alright, well, you know what? I gotta see, is there. I'm just ransacking the place. Dream Ruby. Great. I wonder why he does that. Like I'm looking, the tiles are there's not a lot of variety, so I don't understand why it has to like load a section like that each and every time. It's very unusual. Oh snap! All right, before I go down, I gotta. Okay, now it's time to use magic. Oh, oh, jeez. Huh. Oh, oh, look at that. Magic's back. Yay. Return. Really? Huh. That's neat. They should have created better armor for Gretchen. Seriously. Okay. All right. There you go. Oh my gosh. Um. Okay. Let me finish searching. Spell. Heal yourself. Oh, okay. Fireball, spell, gale, and just attack. Okay, okay. All right. Really? Three of them attack before I mine attack? That's... neat. Ooh. Alright, my stats seem to be looking good. Okay. I'm gonna go back to that thing. Dang. Oh my god, these fights, man, these fights. I wonder what formula they wrote down to make these fights come out. I actually like this background, believe it or not. It's a lot more varied than the outside background. There's a lot of repeat tiles in the lower center, but like in the center, but that's like where most of the menu stuff is at. Although I would have animated that little fire in the back, man. It couldn't have been that difficult. gold. Wow. Damn, look how much money I made already. Oh, jeez. Oh, man. It doesn't do anything. Oh boy. Oh, kidding me. You know, it's hard to keep track if I keep on getting into these battles, man. Oh man. All right. Well, I'm just gonna go downstairs here. Oh. Oh, damn it. not done with this. Let's see if I could get to. What if that thing revives? It would be awesome if it did. Oh. Damn it. Oh, at least I got the Dream Ruby. Man, I have so much money too. That sucks. for crying out loud. I'm getting quite frustrated with this game. Why doesn't Gretchen's attacks hit all the time? I wouldn't have been in that situation if it wasn't for her missing all the time. Jesus. Oh, that's sad. Oh. Yeah. I think I was heading east. Ashland. So there's where the magic key is. If that's true, then there's nothing east of there though. Okay, well, I gotta see. East? Well, maybe those gorillas. Okay, well, I know where the key is now. I'll, well, I know where the key is now, and that's what's important. I don't like the fact that I messed up in that dungeon, but I did get the ruby back. So that's a bit of a win. Still, uh, streaming 3 hours, huh? Well, it's good enough. Still, it's awesome. I managed to I'm actually have some progress here. Leveled up my character 2 times. Armored them up, but uh, I still gotta look. Still need to get the magic key. I'm gonna go back to that dungeon and explore every section because that was a big mess up. I know there's some stuff up there apparently missing. Anyway, thank you guys for watching my stream. I know I rambled on a little bit, but I was just waking up. And it's time for me to start making breakfast. So catch y'all later. Lates.